We're gonna finish this son of a bitch and we're gonna go hit some dirt.
Yeah.
I might be.
I forgot how powerful this thing is.
Okay, beautiful. We need a nice intro. Are you ready?
Nice intro time. That's a nice intro.
Today on Kruesi Originals, we're hopefully going to finish this Nightster dirt bike and take it for a ride in some dirt and not wreck. With a plastic skid plate, and I forgot that we don't have a real one yet. But today on Kruesi Originals, we're gonna finish this son of a bitch and we're gonna go hit some dirt. Go for it.
I'm young and piping. I'm piping and young, brother. Ryan's gonna go figure his stuff out and get ready and motivated to work on this motorcycle. While he does that, I'm gonna replace these foot pegs because we do love these Pro 1 foot pegs for the street and all that kind of stuff. But Ryan needs to be wearing these O'Neill boots that have been laying around the shop for the last couple months that he tends to work in every now and then.
I've never rode in Moto boots in my life, and I tried, and I hate it. But I've been walking around in them in the shop trying to get used to them. It still sucks. And I need some, I'm not going to be able to feel shit, so I want to have some serious grip. I like these because they're perfect with Vans and shit that I normally wear.
They are great.
But they're not going to grip a Moto boot. So I got to take them off. But since I'm taking them off, we're going to give you guys 20% off on them right now. It's a huge blowout sale on Pro 1 foot pegs. And what else?
Timeout. Tom. So pretty much they're billet parts.
Pegs, mirrors, floorboards, and bag latches. Man, did I just get that right?
Mirrors, yeah.
Pretty much everything but their fork tubes.
Everything but their fork tubes. Sorry.
Mostly all of their billet stuff. On KruesiOriginals.com is 20% off. Right now you can go get that hooked up. As a big thank you to Pro 1. They are our favorite parts. Those are shit trees. Never mind. But Pro 1, go get them. We're going to put some flows on here because they got big old nasty hooks, which I would never ride on the street because I don't want to tear my calf off of my leg. They're very aggressive, but for this type of stuff, they are the best.
The work here, quit flipping around.
Man, I really want to take this front wheel off and put a different rotor on.
All right, these are Flow Motorsports. They're MX style foot pegs. It says it right there on the box. They're super grippy. They're really good for dirt and stuff like that. A lot of dudes ride them on the street. If you like the super grip, that's cool, but they are sharp and very dangerous. They will cut the shit out of you.
You look intimidating.
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
And
it's like a set of bear claws on an old GT bicycle or something. God, I got scars from those.
Yep.
All right, well, sorry to interrupt your guys' regular scheduled program, but I want to talk to you about today's sponsor for this video because we did just spend 10 days on the road living in a camper, eating out of gas stations for the most part. You know, your liver forms over 500 functions a day. I don't even know what they are or what they do, but it filters everything. It's like the air filter in your motor. Your body's the motor, and your liver's the filter for that. And if your air filter's not filtering out the air coming into your motor's not running very good. So vice versa, clean your air filter. It's got a bunch of organic stuff in it. It cleans out that filter. Keep your body healthy, keep it running strong. It's a 2-ounce shot of a liver cleanse made with organic herbs like turmeric, milk thistle, dandelion, and ginger. These things are all good for you. I don't know why, but they do good stuff and it works. Man, it smells good. It smells like really strong orange juice with like a fiery hit of ginger on the back of it. It's kind of like better orange juice. Like orange juice that's orangey but gingery on top of it. And if you want to, you can use the link down below. It's in the description. Go check it out. Go try it out. It's pretty damn good. It's pretty good for you. We're not getting any younger. We're getting pretty older. And if you still want to be 48 and shredding, maybe take care of yourself. Go back to watching the show. Peace.
Now, I just need to remember what orientation the spring goes in.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
That close.
Yeah, it is a nice close.
Whole product looks really
Clocked
nice.
right too, if you could believe that. Oh, come on. Get in the hole. Get in. You son of a. Just like that. Oh, your foot peg's loose too, dude.
Well, while you're in there,
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten
maybe
that
a little
up.
Loctite on it.
Yeah.
Good God, it is, ain't it?
Yeah, they get loose. Mine was the same way. Just pop that off and tighten the Torx in the back.
That would have been nice to find out on a trail or coming out of a jump.
It's important to bolt check your motorcycle.
Imagine that, especially when you hold it on limiter for most of its life. Bolt them up yet. I want to pull these spacers out and set them up and measure them. I don't think I could grab that right there. And I don't want to grab this because I don't want to scar it. I want it to look nice. This is for a 13-inch rotor and I have a 12.6. I don't have any 13s in stock, which sucks because we usually do, but everything's 12.6 now, so that's kind of what we're carrying mostly. I gotta cut this dude down because now it's only like 3/4 of the brake pad is making engagement on the rotor, and I would like to have 100%. These are the new Nawaskey brakes. These things are pretty freaking gnarly. It's a 6-piston big bore caliper, and the piston size changes as it goes to create more force, some braking, some shit that I don't understand, but they look like they're gonna be pretty awesome. I want them to be spaced right. So this is gonna be a bit of a process, and then I gotta set up a brake line and get these things off here. First step, I wanna get the spacers out, set the brake caliper up where I want it to sit on the rotor, and then I'm gonna measure the spacing that I need, and then try and make these to that spacing without making them look like shit. Oh man, that's a lot of ways it needs to go. I'm probably gonna put a brake caliper shim stack in there and call it a day. So I've made a lot of spacers over the years, so when I have like ones that are left over, I throw them in a box, and that's my box of miscellaneous ones. I got an axle spacer box as well, but it's really nice to just find one that works. So I'm hoping that's the case. Ooh, that ain't the case with that guy. So hard to, because this is how it would naturally work on a motorcycle. Yeah, all twisted up.
That looks comfortable.
Yeah, just like that. There we go.
I'm gonna just pop that thing on.
Nawaskey Performance brakes. I think I found my stack. I have 2 hard stainless sheams. I'm gonna clean them up. I'm gonna run these. You only see one of them because this one actually sits all the way down in the pocket right there, which is pretty nice, which I discovered when I tried to tighten it up and it disappeared. So I'm hoping 2 is gonna be dialed. I'm gonna find out once yeah, I'm gonna clean them first. It looks like it's absolutely perfect. That is a Twisted T Industries brake adapter for your radial mount style with a Nawaskey 6-piston brake caliper. I don't know if these are out yet. We're doing the testing on this, and are these available?
I don't think so.
I don't think it's available yet. Maybe by the time this video is out, there probably will be, but it's impressive. Their suspension is the most impressive thing I've ever rode. I've never rode a Dyna through a corner at 100 miles an hour and felt solid, and it's unbelievable. So this, I'm feeling like it's gonna be pretty unreal. And I wanted to run a different rotor, but I think I'm gonna leave this same rotor on here just for testing purposes, just to see the difference. And then I'm gonna switch to something more aggressive. You do not need a dual disc front end before you start saying you need to put a dual disc on this. This bike is light. This is way more brake than this thing ever needs at all. So she's a light one, she rips. That's powerful. That Brembo Master up there is powerful. I'm going to run some brake lines. I'm not gonna Loctite this or torque it yet because I wanna get it up in the air, spin it, do another little check see once I put fluid in it and I pump everything up. I wanna take another look at it. Then we'll pull it apart, then we'll Loctite it, we'll torque it, and we'll be finalized with the brake. But look at that thing. Let's look, just stare at it. Let me pick up my shit.
Got the foot pegs on. Kruesi just got the caliper dialed, or sounds like. I'm gonna cut this old chain off and we're gonna put a longer one on so we could move the axle back a little bit farther in the swing arm, giving him a little bit longer of a wheelbase, and possibly giving him, I don't know, maybe an 1/8 of an inch rise overall, maybe. And We need to clear some space here between the gas tank and the rear wheel, rear tire. It's pretty much contacting right now. So.
I think that
we need to pull this thing back.
It's going to expand at high RPM or high rotation speed and going to rub right into that. I've already been rubbing on the gas tank a lot, so.
Yep.
Any bit of length, we're cheating for length.
This guy's way longer.
That's what she said.
So if you're just replacing your existing chain, you could use the new chain's new master link, or your old one that you just pulled out, whatever you prefer. You link it through, give her a little pull. Really, this is like a good hack for dynas and stuff that has a primary you can't really get behind, you know? Hard to like snake your finger up in there, but just like that, you just look for the master link and new chain, old chain. I got this old used chain for sale, clean, one owner, always garage kept.
I know what I got.
I know what I got. It'll be 450 bucks. Bang my line. All right, so we got the new chain on. Now we just need to figure out where we're gonna cut the chain at, because we still wanna have room for adjustment, like for the initial adjustment, and then once the chain stretches, we need a little bit more room for that adjustment as well.
We need to pull this axle all the way back.
Do you wanna pull it all the way back and set it there?
Yep, I want this as long as possible. But I want to pull it all the way back, see where it lands, and then we'll adjust
Like
from there.
move it
So we
up?
have, because we're gonna need adjustment.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to get, like, we can get another inch back probably.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna play with that and see where we can be
Let's
at, where we
measure
wanna
it.
be at. Measure it, there we go.
Let's measure the axle, or this doodad. Let's measure this swing arm right here, from here to here height-wise. Then let's pull this all the way back, because this is where it was sitting already, right?
Yes,
You
I haven't
pull it
moved
back?
it, I haven't moved it, no.
Let's get this measurement, then let's pull it all the way back, and let's get another measurement, just to see how much it comes up so we can answer that question of knowing what we got. And then let's find a link point that is more back here. If we could get it back here and then have this much adjustment when it expands.
Yeah.
We can run it pretty loose too, because it's gonna be cycling like crazy. What do you have there, Trent?
I got like 11 3/8.
That's pretty good.
Some would say average.
That measurement was inaccurate. Okay, there she is.
11 1/8.
11 1/8, all right.
The adjusters are like almost maxed out. I mean, there's room. It just looks funny. There's a lot of threads poking out. Oh, I was gonna say, holy sh**, but the tire's off the ground. I was like, oh, we got 12 inches.
We're still at 11 1/4.
That's off the direct corner.
Yeah.
So it was 11 1/8 originally, and now it's 11 1/4. You got an 1/8 of an inch.
Got an 1/8 of an inch.
I guessed an 1/8 of an inch, and that is pretty unreal, but pretty dialed though. It looks like a considerable amount higher. It looks better. It looked too sucked in there. It looks a little more stretched out. It fits. It's gonna sit down in the suspension a bit, but it definitely looks like it's more even now. I like that a lot. Not bad. Now we gotta figure out where the chain's gonna land though, so that's still gonna determine a whole lot of stuff. Perfect. Look at that. That's perfect.
Well, when it goes down in the suspension, it'll get tighter.
Yeah, but it's gonna stretch a lot too. So we'll have to push it forward to loosen it up.
Okay, and then
But
I got you.
It's gonna stretch enough to where we could probably, because it's down as tight as it's gonna get right now, because it's full droop. Because the way it works, it's every other tooth, and you don't have a half link, so we need to be two of these guys, outside guys. You cut them both off, then you got this one link right here.
I mean, we could just account for it with moving the axle up and then into the adjustment, right?
Yeah, but we kind of gotta put it way farther forward than I want it to be. I want it to be back here as far as possible.
Now I got this new unused chain. You could use it as like a dog collar, or I don't know, maybe put it on your girlfriend or something. 550 bucks.
That would be a nice piece.
Bang my line. Yak me up, brother.
Oh, that might be nice. That's real tight, but that's also way
That's
back
good.
there.
Yeah, at least it could get too tight.
Yeah, perfect. I am doing a little investigation right now into this brake switch. This is a Brembo, like RC15 Master, not RCS like this. Kind of same thing, so I'm really hoping I can unbolt this and bolt it right up to here. Haven't looked into this much further than looking at this and guessing, but that would be awesome because then I wouldn't have to deal with some brake switch situation, which if it is a situation, I'll probably just tape the switch down and call it a day, but shouldn't this have come with a brake switch? Hold. What do you know? So the RCS 15 does come with its own brake switch that you need a Curvy Girl adapter to plug in, which they don't make one for this. And this is a dirt bike, so who cares? I don't really need brake lights. So this, if you didn't watch the video where we did this already, it's in this little build of the Nightster stuff. But I made this brake lever out of a block of aluminum and a sander. Took a long time to get around this guy so I could run this Master, because this is a 1-inch bore and this bar is 1 inch right here, but then it tapers down to 7/8 for this stuff. But this thing's so wide, it stuck this handlebar way out here and made these like 36 inches wide or something. It was ridiculous. So I moved it all the way up to where it turns into 1 inch, and then I'm running a 1-inch bore on this side, and then I still have to bore that guy out and figure that side out. That's a problem for later on today. I also have an Elite Moto Tech. This is a reservoir kit for like RCS 19 or pretty much any reservoir that you're gonna run. It's for a 1-inch clamp, so I'm gonna have to find a spot to clamp it on up here somewhere and then hook the hoses up, and it's gonna be a lot of custom. You can get all this stuff at KruesiOriginals.com and easily do this yourself. Maybe not so easily, but you can do it yourself. Trials, tribulations, lots of YouTube videos, they help. Oh, I gotta take all this stuff off because this thing slides on. Well, after much complaining and trying to get out of doing the right way, I gotta take all this stuff off. There's not enough wiring to slide this off, so I either gotta take the bars off or take a bunch of stuff off. I'm hoping there is a plug inside this that I can unplug. I can't really remember if the Nightsters have it. I know the new baggers do, but that would make things super convenient. So we're gonna start pulling this apart and take all this shit off, because don't forget to put this on first. Tech tip of the day. This is a 7/8 Master, but it is an RCS 15, and this would be a really, really good single disc front Master, like a single disc with a good Brembo caliper. You'd have all the braking you needed. Ooh, so I might use it on something down the road. Well, would you just look at that? I can just unplug it so easily. That is so nice. If you know anything about any Harley before this, this was a hell of a lot more of a process. That's awesome. Now, let's put this dude out far. Right there, I'm gonna tighten everything down. That looks pretty good. Fill it full of fluid, and then probably do some brake bleeding and see what this thing feels like. I might need a different brake line.
I would say long enough.
Long as huh? Hold me down there on that, dude. Oh, there's my phone. Time for the seamstress tape. Measuring. 40. This is 6 inches longer. What do you have over there? A 46 and what else?
46.
Just two 46s? Mm-hmm. This could be a cheat code, or it could be totally full of shit, but can you see how this steps up right here? Right? And this is a trough. If I just took my little wort and just ground this down to flush. Same on this guy, which I might have to open him up, which, there's a problem. The holes are very close. I might be f***ed. There's no room to open this up. Look at this. The holes are right on the edge.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna take the step off of this and we'll just give it a try. And if it don't work, I'm totally screwed. We still got one more day to get it done. We need to test ride it. We need to take it out in the desert. We leave in a few days.
When was the last time this thing was started, dude? Sturgis?
Sturgis, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Does it run? Does it run?
Yeah, dude.
Does it even run?
Yeah.
I just always go with it's just gonna work out, and I just don't care. So that's what I'm going with right now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dark.
See if she fits or even is worth moving on. Oh yeah, I can make that work, I think. I've got very little material that I can still take out, but I'm gonna go as far as I can. I don't think that gap's gonna go away, but we're gonna cross our fingers and try. Okay, this is my spot. Come on, baby. I got too much shit in the way. This guy looks pretty good. Getting to get a gap. Mind the gap. That is pretty shoddy, I do say so. Oh man, I got a mile to go on this dude. We gotta bleed the brakes.
And then wire the lights. And then figure out why it ain't starting.
I don't think the battery's got juice. Or the battery's like hooked up negative and all that. This is RBF 660 from Moto. It's a 660 degree boil point, high boiling point race application, pretty much brake fluid that you can run in everything. But this is what we run in everything that we run because we're heavy on the brakes, and you can boil .5 and .4 fairly easily because they have a low boiling point. Once you boil it, it aerates it and you lose brake pressure. So you don't want that when we're doing what we're doing. So this is it, KruesiOriginals.com, we got it all day. This is something you got to keep up on because this stuff does evaporate when it does get to those temperatures, so you got to kind of check it and top it off from time to time. Whoa, get it. This Nowaskey caliper has bleeders on the backside, which they're really tiny and kind of a pain in the ass to get to, honestly, but there's a reason for that. There's one on the low point and the high point. You start at the low point and you're sucking from the furthest point away from the master, so it's got to go through everything all the way through the caliper, loads it up. I'm going to hit the top one too as the last measure, but it just sucked 4 tanks of fluid through this thing like that. It's really, really nice for like a precision bleed on a brake caliper, especially with 6 pistons. You really want to run it through everything. That's pretty ingenious.
Yeah, I could use a couple like pump squeezes. Like,
okay, pump it. So this dude works. This triangle works. I need to carry it with me somewhere. There is a threaded bung right here that's already existing. So I'm gonna rest this dude in those hoses, and against here, I'm going to find me a nice spot to mark this, drill through it, then weld a standoff on the back of it to hold it off of it a bit, and then we'll put a wing nut through it, screw it on there. It'll lock it in place right there. That'll be my triangle. I unscrew it, take it off. Kickstand. Adventure. I'm gonna make a live punch out of this little dude right here. It's gonna be loud and sparky. I'm gonna cut the head off this real quick. So I put it in the drill, a nice woo, even spin while this spins, and it'll make a nice centering point. That's dead on center. Do you see that? Wow. Now we're going to take this dude that's probably piping hot, screw her on in there. Gonna put some anti-seize on this dude so it is really easy to finger bang in and out of there, because that could get tough. Alrighty, now we're gonna put this dude right where we want it to be. Let's get that in a better position. Look at that. This give me a good idea how long of a spacer I need to put on the back of this. Oh, I need to go bigger. I'm gonna take this guy, which is very unlevel. I'm gonna chuck it up in the lathe over there. We're gonna true it up, make it nice and flush. Then I'm gonna weld it on the back of this dude as a spacer, which it's got threads in it, but who cares? It's way too big anyways. Weld it on the back gear as a spacer, so this has something to butt up against, so it's not sitting directly against the frame, because I think it's gonna mulch my frame. So hopefully that'll be the setup. First thing I gotta do, take some paint off. Hear it? Bop, 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 bop. So untrue. I got myself a lot with that right there. Now let that dude cool down for a little bit, and then we'll hit her with some spray paint and wait for some hardware to show up. Look at that, Road Warrior. I have my glasses on, I can't see. All right, what's up guys? The Nightster's done. Haven't even started it yet, so to say it's done is that's a jump ahead, honestly. Trent's is done. He's got some big knobbies. Got a chain on the back of it. We extended the chain a little bit, just like mine, as far as we could anyways, to get as much length out of them. Right now we're gonna warm these up, check the fluids in them, kind of go over everything, and while we're doing that, we'll let you guys stare at it for a little bit. Check some fluid. Gotta get coolant. Apparently we are out and that thing is super low. So hold for coolant. I found my fancy funnel. I'm gonna top this dude off. She's got a bleeder valve on the other side, but I don't have the bleeder valve. I just have a plug in there, so I can't really use it. So I'm gonna do this kind of just run it and burp it kind of thing. This radiator takes a lot of fluid. This is the second jug. I already put a full one in it. And I probably put 1/8 of that one in there, I would say. So hopefully it doesn't blow everywhere when I start it. Feels weird with the knobbies. I need to adjust the clutch. I need to do a clutch adjustment. I'm gonna pull it inside, but I forgot how powerful this thing is. Dude, this thing is fucking insane. I do have this guy. Ooh, well, here we are. The bike is together. She runs. I rode it. It feels pretty good. We've got some special suspension coming for the back half of this that we should have tomorrow. We're stopping at Rusty Butcher's to do a little testing and tuning, and that's where we're really going to break this thing in. We were going to hit the desert up here by the shop, but it's not legal and it's hot, so we're not going to do that. We're gonna do it at Rusty's, so that'll be the next one that you'll see. We'll be at Mark's place. We'll be ripping this thing up. We've got a bunch of suspension to go through and check and do some tuning and some fine tuning with some special secret sauce that's coming out for these. We're gonna test it out there, probably hit some jumps, some hill climbs, and he's got a really sick mountain bike track because we're bringing all that stuff with us because we also discovered that Bentonville is on the way home. So we're going back to Bentonville for the third time in less than a year. Can't believe it. Thank you guys so much for making that happen for us. See you real soon on the next one. Peace.